Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9, brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with news that US futures broker MF Global has filed for bankruptcy protection. This followed a big hit on its European debt holdings. It has overall $39.7 billion of debt and $41 billion of assets. Its unsecured creditors include JP Morgan and Deutsche Bank. Now, MF Global was being run by John Corzine, former head of Goldman Sachs, and he'd geared it up to bet on European debt. It had $6.3 billion worth of European debt, and the disclosure of that caused a rout on the stock market last week. Meanwhile, US and European stocks are down between 1% and 3%, partly on concerns about MF Global and how that might spread through the banks, but also doubts about Europe and a rise in Italian bond yields, suspecting that the European solution unveiled last week won't work. European inflation is still at 3%. Many people think this would delay an expected cut in European Central Bank's key rate expected on Thursday. The Reserve Bank of Australia is expected to cut its interest rates today, Melbourne Cup Day. The question is, will the banks in Australia pass it on to floating mortgage holders? Australia really has a two-speed economy. Consumers and households are struggling. Meanwhile, the New Zealand dollar was down to 81.3 US cents this morning, but up versus the yen to 63 yen. This is after the Bank of Japan intervened to push the yen down. Its exporters are really struggling with a strong yen. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was 90 at 9, brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand.